Hi, my name is Ren, and today, apparently, I'm going to be convinced that taking an EV on a road trip is fun and cool. Mate, when you said you'd bring an EV, I was thinking about a Taycan or something like that, not a golf cart.
So just going to leave Normanton now, and then hopefully by the end of the lap of Rutland, you'll be convinced that EVs are cool. This one is semi-cool, and yeah. So I suppose like first impressions on the inside, compared it's a very compact EV.
I mean, you've got space, right? I'm not too tall, but there's margin. I could wear a hat. I could grow a little. You are taller than me. You fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
I'll tell you what I like about this as a EV point and modern car is the climate controls on manual. So you just want to put the temperature down, you press down, up, up. It's nice and easy, where it doesn't change the sat nav screen. It connects to obviously Bluetooth and everything else, but it's just so easy to use, as opposed to you have to go into the screen, you have to program this, you have to program that. It's just manual buttons.
your HVACs are just separate from the rest, and that's pretty nice. Yeah.
And then as we get out of here, nice and quiet, not too much wind noise. And then I quite like the EV noise.
I tell you what I notice, EV noise. There's not much noise, but obviously this is a small EV car, right? It's not a sports car. You do feel a nice push, don't you?
Not bad.
Yeah, feel that torque. That's pretty nice.
I'll tell you what this feels like to me is the old cars I used to have in the 90s. Front wheel drive, little bit of poke, handling okay for what it is. I mean, I've had, like, my wife's car doesn't handle as well as this, and that's meant to be a sporty DS. And I just feel like it's not too bad. And then obviously everyone talks about range anxiety and stuff like that. Being married with an EV, do you know what the best thing about this is?
You do tell.
I jump into it and it's got 150 miles of range every day. Where when we used to have a nice car and share that, I'd go in to do the school run, or I got a pub somewhere and can't take my car for whatever reason, and I'm like, how much fuel is left in the tank? And it doesn't read, and you're like, oh my god, am I going to get where I'm going? So being married and having a second car, I don't have fuel anxiety because it's an electric. And can you guess what I charge this on?
You do it on the main
3-pin plug.
Wow.
So I plug it in
Overnight.
and it'll be fully charged by next day, no matter how dead it is. Only had to charge it up twice at a proper EV place. And the reason for that was because we just wanted to kind of see what it was like to actually charge up at a place.
And how was it?
Oh, painful, really painful. You have to register, put your card details and your car in, then it didn't work, then you had to go to another charging place next to it. But as a home charger person with 150 miles of range, and as a second car, school runs brilliant, runs into the local big cities, Nottingham, Leicester, Grantham, easy, all day long. If you're going on a big trip, we'll take the other car.
Okay. So how would that fit with our idea of going on a road trip?
So I think with road trips, you've got to think two things in mind. So you take where we are now, which is Rutland, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm in Melton, and this is 15 miles away from us. So forget about a 2-day, 3-day road trip. If you just want to get out, you want to get some nice open roads like round here. And some of them have a bit of pace, 60 miles an hour national speed limit, nice and wide, sweeping, lots of different pubs and restaurants. you could just get in and go, and it doesn't have to be this massive adventure. You just like now, sun's out, next week it might be snowing, let's just jump in the car, go for a drive.
Okay.
And I think that's what people probably forget about, is let's just hit the roads. Don't get wrong, wife today is going to Stevenage, so that's about 100 and something miles, so she's taking the other car, which then leaves me with this car for a bit of a drive. So now, do you want to seal this site with the roof down?
Go on then.
So,
show me.
So it still works while moving. Press the right button first, and then you've got 2 modes. I think we're both not going to be too affected by this. So this is the normal one.
Yeah.
Right, meant to be sunroof, and then this should be a little bit quieter. But we're doing 40. We can still talk to each other. No idea what this is picking up on the microphones.
Alright,
But
I'll see that.
is this not cool?
Would be cool if you had sun cream.
Don't think we need to weigh that too much in.
Well, it's like a taller electric MX-5.
Yeah, maybe not as fun to drive, but for doodling around, you got your kids with you, they fit in the back, you just want to get out, get some sun. I quite like it, but I'm a massive fan of convertibles. I had a couple now,
Just seen a couple of nice
Alfa Romeo
We're
Spiders
talking about
to a
electric
Mercedes.
Porsche versus.
I don't know, I
Let's
think there's always something about
car, because you wouldn't buy it brand new.
you lose your boot, but
Second hand a couple of years.
forget about the practicality.
Yeah.
This is 150 mile range
Slightly
electric car.
old.
I think practicality
Nice
goes out the
car.
window a little bit.
Yeah.
What you get.
If I had the spares for a second hand, if I want the second car in
sports
the household,
car,
I want the sports car
If I had the
experience.
spares for a second car in the household,
I think I'd go for an MX-5. I want the noise.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
noise.
2 seats. I want the smell.
Little sports car.
Not too powerful, just enough to get in trouble with the law should you decide to,
Thank you very much.
do it. Just enough
drive
fun,
away with it, but,
just enough power to be fun.
I can imagine
Yeah.
it's
Put
violent.
the roof up, put the roof down, one
It
hand.
accelerates.
I'm pretty sure
It's
you need
really,
I think we
really
spoke about
fast.
that, haven't we?
but
It's
something
how
would
much
be missing. And you have
how much
that
power do
straight
you need to
six,
have
you
fun?
know,
So, for example,
flat six.
not in traffic right now, but
Porsche
this is a
911.
40.
That's
I
certainly
can see why
something.
company car drivers go for it. If you go for a 911, let's say 100 grand versus
Again, just
like a
sub 200
company cars, but we can have 900 pound. Mash your foot down as fast as the car can do. You kind of think,
Yep.
so I just drive the car as opposed to the car driving you.
I think the
50
saying
grand,
goes,
you think, well,
it's more
time
fun
to
to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. And yeah, sure, you know, 500 horsepower
In fact, you
sports
want your
car.
second car. You want the
We all want
noise, you
one.
want the drama.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
But
not getting any. Just get in.
how many times a
Nice
week or a month
performance drive.
will you actually be in a position
Yeah,
you can
personally,
exploit all of that power?
I'd go 911 just because I've got a daughter and I don't see the point in a 2-seater just going out for a drive, me and the wife, because we'd have to get a babysitter every time. So 100% 911. I love the Targas, by the way. I have a Targa over a convertible, but they are freaking expensive.
They are expensive. Do you have back seats on those?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's only little. It's fine. Absolutely fine.
chop her legs off.
She'll fit. She'll fit. She's got little slim legs. She does gymnastics. She'll fit.
See, when we had to buy a car, that was one of the requirements. I was looking at sports car, and then the wife reminded me we have a daughter, and suddenly you need the back seat.
So back to the MX-5 debate, where it's only got 2 seats.
It can only be the second car of the household. It cannot be the main one.
Yeah. And again, I think the way that the MX drive, I don't know, I'd love to get an MX-5, put sports suspension on, super agile, especially like with roads round here.
Yeah. The roads are perfect for
Oh,
that.
I think it'd be amazing. A nice little TVR. And you do see some around here, and I think actually the missus wouldn't want to get in that car. She'd find it too low, too annoying, too noisy. So maybe an MX-5 is fine. But so what did you compare this to an MX-5 earlier?
I did say your little Fiat 500 with the roof down is like a tall MX-5.
I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment.
I mean, it has some push. See, it's got some shove. Obviously, it's electric torque available on tap. So when off the line, this car has some, some push, some shove. It's a family car. It's nice and pokey. Has a little bit of roll, but
I kind of
it's
like
not
that.
a Porsche.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I drive an RX-8. One of the main complaints about the RX-8 is the roll. And it's the same complaint about the MX-5, but I think a little bit of body roll in turn help you feel the road a little bit more, and you are a bit more involved also in the experience.
That's it. So like these are 40s and 60s around here, and I think just that little bit of roll makes you feel like you're at speed.
You're driving faster than you are,
while still enjoying the views, not getting any points on your license. We're at the age now where we can't afford to get too many points and lose our licenses with our jobs. So I definitely think there's something to be said about that. And again, that's what I think. Like the Caymans, would you want to go for like an older Cayman without the turbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it had still the flat 6, I believe, rather than the flat 4 turbo. So maybe a purer noise. I think the original Cayman had 250 horsepower, which is more than enough for a Saturday, Sunday drive, Sunday afternoon drive, when you've got good weather like that. You don't really need much more. Again, it'd probably be the second car of the household.
And as much as we talk about, I think this is a nice car to get out, little drive, little blast, I wouldn't take this on the tours that we're organising, because as much as we might not be driving more than 150 miles a day, just the aggro of having to go somewhere to know where to charge it, I think it's special. I'd happily do the tour, in an electric car, just to get out, have fun, explore some nice roads. But yeah, this is 150 mile range. Call it 115, maybe 100 if you're accelerating a little bit more. I do think, I'd want to get rid of that, so I'll definitely be taking a different car for the tours. And of course, you'll be bringing your RX-8 along.
I'll be bringing the RX-8, demonstrating how reliable they are.
That's it. I mean, we were talking earlier about how you've had less issues with your RX-8 than my wife's brand new DS4's been having for the last 2 years. So I don't necessarily think you believe everything you read on the internet.
Well, I've taken that car twice to Belgium now. Belgium, France, Germany, without any issues.
Yeah.
But again, I used to take my £500 Toyota Celica to Belgium without any issues.
And this is the thing about the tours that we're planning in the future. I see lots of tours, £2,000, £3,000, 10, 20 grand, and I'm like, actually, back when I had my old Alphas and stuff like that, and I wanted to go on road trips, I didn't have the money then to do those kind of trips. And I think actually, I don't think it has to be that expensive. Get some nice hotels, but more importantly, let's get the nice roads, get some good people together, explore, have some fun. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. The idea is it costs less than a trip away if you're going to play golf, for example. Much more fun in cars then. But also, that's it. All these trips you see where everyone's turning up in their Lamborghinis and their Ferraris, and you're like, come on, I get that, well done, and yes, I'd love to have a Ferrari, Lamborghini, etc., but I just want to be real and go, if you like your car and you want to get on the road with like-minded people, let's just get out and do it, have some fun, not spend a fortune, and just explore some new stuff.
That's why we want to do it.
So we're talking about the Midlands, Wales. Next year we've got some exciting stuff around Cornwall, and then obviously we'll talk about Europe when we're a bit more up to speed. You've got some connections over there. You've done that many a times. I personally love driving from France to Brussels, and just exploring the whole coastline and stuff like that. But I think sometimes it's about keeping it easy. Let's just plan it, go, have some fun. This is the UK, so try and do it over the summer months, but weather permitting, we'll be there come rain, sleet or snow. Like take today, car saying it's -17, but next week it's going to say it's snowy, but we are in March. So take what we can. So of course you wouldn't be a petrol head without actually, you know, opening up and looking at the engine. Slash, I think that's the motor.
That's a V6 there, is it?
Well, as an RX-8 fan, you could probably appreciate it. I think it's quite high revving.
Well, yeah, and compact, I like that.
Yeah.
How many horsepower out of that?
It's about 120-ish, I believe.
That's all you need in a city car, really, to be honest.
That's it, yeah. So I suppose, yeah, we've had a lap. You've gone around Rutland. Are you more convinced by an EV than you were before?
Well,
not the practicality of it, but the drive and
okay, so it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It's actually pretty fun with the roof down. As I say, it felt like an oversized MX-5. It's got some show off the line.
But here's the ultimate question. I think this type of EV has a bit of personality where most EVs don't.
It's quirky, it's cute, I'll give you that. It is quirky in an age where every car just looks the same out on the road.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is driving a crossover or SUV, they all look the same. This is nice and different, yeah, definitely.
So, question is, would you ever own an EV at this moment?
That's the question, isn't it? As a second car, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, to get on board with the trend. As a second car, maybe. As the main car, probably not, no.
Okay, fair enough.